Winner will see San Diego State in the semis tomorrow.
And you'll see both these teams primarily man-to-man. That's a good sign. 159 of Antonio's 177 shots this year have been three-point shots. That's what he does.
90%.
Oh, is that right?
I did the math. Couldn't get it. Antonio lost it. To the ground we go. And Antonio able to get it over to Hardy. Approaching 5 minutes to play. UNLV down by 7. Antonio for 3. It's good. Kijat misses the free throw. 52-46. Antonio again. He is hot.
And you know also.
And Antonio with the quick release 3, and he drills it.
Yeah, and we're seeing that early for sure.
Good pass, Jonah for 3, swish! Set up by Donnie Tillman on the...
Antonio long 3, and he sticks it.
Big time.
Hey, quietly, he's had a large game. 17 for Antonio.
Of the regular season, so this is their first game in the last 8 days. And the battery is charged up for Jonah. He hits from the outside, a big one for UNLV. Yeah,
that he's played, and that's something he didn't do a year ago. He's 2 of 2 from 3 on the season. I'll buy that. Antonio answers.
Antonio hasn't taken a shot in a while, and he drains it. How about the fake?
Steal, Antonio.
Hardy stumbled some. Jonah Antonio, shooter off the bench, drains it from.
Almost back-to-back assists for 3 for Hardy.
Grabs the ball. Antonio for 3.
How about Antonio?
Too long, 14 on the shot clock. Jonah Antonio. Antonio, big screen by Shebo. Give and go. Here's Shebo.
offensive rebound collected by Vitaly Shebo. Hardy corner 3 is good.
And play together and move the ball and are fundamentally sound. So
a little floater in the way.
There you go.
Antonio candidate to maybe step forward. Tillman also to score the basketball. Tap that.
Shooting just 41%. Hardy out to Tillman. Antonio straightaway 3. That's the spot. Got it.
Get down there. Antonio gets back. Oh, and a block by Hamilton. Antonio 3, yes!
Forget about it. That was Ryan Swan and Antonio.
Now down to -6. Deep 3, Antonio. Oh my goodness!
There's no question, and now Colorado State extends the zone just briefly.
UNLV getting a feel. Hamilton, all the crossover, the spin. Antonio's in to shoot. Write it down. What?
16.
Yeah, and where's Pat? Is Pat McCaw? Last time I saw Pat McCaw was with Toronto. That's right. That's
He's trying to collect another ring.
Yeah, he's like winning rings every year. Golden State and then
Jonah
Toronto.
Antonio.
Colorado State, the Rams are in zone.
2-3 look. Hamilton out to Antonio. He's their zone buster.
Finally knocks down.
Antonio connects.
Hardy gives back to Antonio, and he hits a 3.
Here's Hardy. Hardy, high bounce on the dribble. 3-pointer on the way. And Antonio drills that one. He was not missing when we were watching him warm up, and he's picked up right where he left off. 7-point advantage for UNLV. The Rebels are starting to have some fun.
You know, I think their pressure, that defensive pressure, is starting to wear on the Mastodons a little bit.
Oh, nice cross outside Hardy. 3. Antonio, swish! Nick Blair back in the game for the Rebs. Terminates his dribble on the high post. Jong, the handoff to Antonio. Quick trigger 3! I hope I pronounced it right. 11-point advantage for UNLV. Hardy gave up the 3. Underneath Blair. Kick it back outside. Jonah Antonio for 3. Got it!
Types of screens, but those are little things that Paris Austin is doing, that he's doing this year that he didn't do a year ago.
Otzelberger can't be pleased to see a nearly 50% three-point shooter get his open.
That transition sequence there, not calling out man, who stopped the ball, you know, and that was a rough defensive possession.
Antonio, touch pass, Blair, 3-pointer!
Against this team, where, you know, again, we talked about earlier in the game that they force about 19 turnovers per game.
Antonio whipped it underneath, and Hamilton. Now Tillman between the legs with a dribble. Jonah Antonio also in. Tillman drives, lays it up for 2.
Macho, but he can't finish. UNLV, the playground save from Hamilton. Hardy. Antonio wanted it. He wanted it, right? Coleman sees the double, circles out. Antonio releases this time. You know what, Smart
just couldn't match up with the athletes of the Runnin' Rebels back then.
Yeah, there were a lot of teams that couldn't match up with the athletes of the Runnin' Rebels back then. I mean, you're talking about you know, some of the best teams ever. So
Jonah Antonio lets it fly from 3-point range, and
You're playing a team that doesn't shoot threes, and now they're firing from everywhere.
8-0 run for the Lobos, and it's ended by
Allowing Air Force to score the basketball. Yeah, Air Force has not turned the basketball over.
Great score to be also a great defender. Quick hitter here with only 4 seconds on the shot clock.
Here's Hardy. He'll have to launch one. Shot clock at 2. Antonio gets it away and banks it home.
It's not a bad Wildcat to lose to Kentucky.
I took the Wildcats in that game. And finally,
you know, you want those things. You want to be able to knock down the threes, but you'll take buckets all day, right? You're
Absolutely.
Shoot a high percentage, share the basketball. You'll take buckets all day.
Antonio straight away. They need it, and they get it. Finally, a 3 drop.
The defensive end, mostly man-to-man, but you'll see them mix it up a little bit.
And a good start there is Jonah Antonio buried here. They're 3-0 after losses this season. Antonio.
3. For Hendricks, that's fine.
Absolutely.
That's his game.
Nothing wrong with a heat check right there. He struggled to shoot a little bit over the past couple of games. Nothing wrong with that shot.
Jonah Antonio.
Antonio from the outside. Rebound Hamilton. He attacks. Not there. Gets his own rebound. Blocked by Kijab. Antonio again got that one. A big shot.
Good job in this end by Paris Austin getting a hand up.
Hardy, no. Long rebound comes out. 20 on the reset. Tillman. Jonah and
better, stay healthy, they get a chance. They're a great team. They do it, as you know, Jason, with their defense and their rebounding. But right now, offense is struggling. We give a lot of credit to UNLV. They're playing a tremendous first half.
Now, the Rebels have built a 10-point lead, but haven't scored in 2.5 minutes.
Kansas, versatile big man, has given him some good minutes here. Antonio from the corner. Got it! Boy, they need it. They're going to stay with that zone look. Antonio, bullet pass. Hamilton on the cut. And one.
The rebound. Here's Hardy up top. Again, they look for Tillman. Rebels have to keep moving away from the basketball. Hamilton and Hardy. Now he just drops it off underneath. Good movement. Antonio for 3. Yeah. Swish!
He is always towing it.
29 threes on the season, and that's a kid that's missed 6 games.
Look at him.
With an injury. Wide open again. Ready to hit and connects.
I'm down. play by Sheeble.
Finding good minutes as he did against Fresno State.
Pull-up game. That's why he shouldn't settle for that three-point shot off the dribble.
Antonio wide open for three.
The way you beat a zone, get the ball in the middle of the floor, compress the defense, and then have great movement on the weak side. Miller, that time the nice cut to the open area.
Deep three, Antonio.
Opportunity to take that shot, but the extra pass leads to a better shot.
Coleman floater, banks it home.
Knocks it down on a lazy pass. You're going to get away with it.
Harris almost had the steal. Good ball rotation to Hardy for the tie. Got it!
There on the defensive end. Hamilton to Hardy up top. Posted up is Vitaly Sheeble. Sheeble wants the ball. He's calling for it. And Antonio with the quick release three. And he
best perimeter shooter for Wyoming to Hendricks. Antonio has open look for Antonio. He kind of got lost. Not a guy.
Couldn't get it. Antonio lost it. To the ground we go. And Antonio able to get it over to Hardy. Approaching 5 minutes to play. UNLV down by 7. Antonio for three. It's good.